because it's not in. I'm saying because it's not in my memory to do that.
I mean, I understand that, but when I say, it's
But you
John,
make a big deal out of it.
but when I say, because it is a big deal. I mean, when I say it's John, after you say the other name, I mean, that's because I'm trying to place it in you. I'm trying to train you for it. Like you gotta get it started now.
I get that,
Because
but there's nothing to fight about.
I mean, I don't ever want to fight. I mean, you don't see me yelling.
You try to pick a fight about
I'm
it.
saying you don't see me yelling at you. I just asked you a question.
Yeah.
I just asked you a question, but it's you who was yelling.
I just explained
you're
it.
yelling. Like the way you talk to me, like your tone and how you yell. I mean, it's just, you don't understand how like that. It makes it seem like you're trying to put me in a corner, like you're trying to make me be quiet about it. I mean, I can't be quiet about it. My name's John. I mean, it's not just something
It's not John. It is not on a legal document anywhere. That's in your head, honey. At school, your name is Keziah because on your birth certificate, your name is Keziah. That's the name you were given at birth. Your name is not John. That is in your head only. To appease you, to make you feel, good or whatever at home, sure. But out in public, I can't call you that. That is not your name.
I mean, I'm not even talking about school. I mean, and then
at home, I don't have to call you that either.
Why are you yelling? That's what I'm talking about. Why are you yelling?
I'm just because you don't listen.
What do you mean?
This is the only way. This is the only way you hear me. It's for some reason. It's if I yell because you keep on and on about the same point. Why don't you call me that? Well, because that's not your name.
I mean, I know that.
No, it's not messing up. That's your name. Your name is Keziah. Your name is not John.
I mean,
it's not.
But I'm your transgender son, okay? I need you to start, making me feel your support. That's what I need, okay? So you need to work on it. That's the only reason why after you say the other name.
You have plenty of things to work on, hun. So let's not, let's not go there on that.
Don't. Again, you're pushing it to the side. You're trying to push it away.
Well,
I can't have you like try to put this away and then try to come up with your own conditions for this. This isn't on anyone else's conditions.
Yeah, I don't have to call you John, hun. I don't have to call you that. I really don't.
I mean, what if I called
your name? I called you. No, you call me. You can refer to me by what's on the birth certificate or
Marty.
Mom, which is my title. Which is my title that has been all my life. I didn't go back and change it and say, oh, Keziah, by the way, my name is not Mom. It's, Princess Stephanie. I didn't do that to you. I mean, really, what sense would that make?
I mean, if you did, then I would try to get with the program. If you really wanted to, that's out of respect.
Really?
I mean, really, it's out of respect.
Yeah, and out of respect, I try to remember to call you John, but those times when I slip up, you go into, it's John, and da-da-da-da, yeah, I don't feel your support, and da-da-da, you've been Keziah to me all your life, and to the world, so
I understand
get that part.
I do. I even tried to say that before.
As long as
Remember,
you get
after one time I came out, and I said, the second time after that happened, I said, okay, I tried to come out and say, okay, well, let me just explain, because maybe she doesn't understand why I keep correcting her, or why, because I remember when I tried to correct you, it turns this big thing, and you're like, well, don't bother me with this, don't mess with it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, this isn't to bother you, like, it's not to be bothersome. I mean, I understand that it's new and everything, I get it, I do understand it, but that's why I have to correct you every time. Every time I hear you say she, even if I'm in my room, or whatever, and, I'm not reading or whatever, even when I'm in my room and I hear you say she or her, I mean, I don't always come out there when I hear you say it, to correct you, but I mean, I try to correct you as many times as I can, whenever, you're around or around some way in my presence,
Well, honestly, I think you're just a little premature with all of this. I mean, John and he stuff or whatever, because you don't know what you're going to be thinking or feeling or whatever when you go to college. You don't know if you're going to change your mind about stuff or not. So
I mean,
to be calling you John today, and then by the time you get to state, you might decide, oh, I want to, I just want to continue to be Keziah, or I want to be Larry or whatever.
Fine. Then if I tell you that, then fine. Then from there you pick up. But I mean, you have to start rolling with it now. If I tell you then that things change, I mean, things change with people. Sexuality, gender, it's all fluid. Things change. But either way, I'm gonna need you to work on it and for you to actually respect it. And by the way, I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying, this isn't for anyone to. I mean, even what you just said, you're like, well, you don't know. Well, you're basically saying, you say, I don't know. You're basically saying,
Yeah,
you're basically saying you have doubt whether or not I'm serious about this, if it's like real to you, real enough to you. But it's like, I mean,
no,
I
because you change
understand
your
that.
mind like all the time. Like, oh, I'm bisexual. Okay. No, now I think I'm lesbian. Okay, like you
Well,
just
that
change
just-
at the drop of it. I mean, like, it's always something. It's always something
that
with you.
just-
So I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know what you want to be later on. So I'm just like,
Well, it's like,
you still Keziah.
it's not for anyone to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
I
like
know,
no
but
one can know.
you just
what I'm
change
gonna
all the
be.
time though. So
I mean, it hasn't been all the time. I mean, it's not like I suddenly like want to start like I don't know, like putting like nails like on my fingernails. I mean, it's not like I'm into any like weird tacky habits like that.
I know, I'm just saying you change. So you just change, often.
Well,
So
I mean, not really. I mean, the first
I have
time.
this, I have that. I think I'm this. I think I'm that.
Okay, well, so I've been
Okay.
figuring it out, and so I've been stepping up. I've been brave enough to actually let my mother know, because I would think that, hey, well, this is pretty important, and I would think that I could share it with her. I mean, that's all it is. I first told you that. I told you I was bisexual because, I first told you that.
I don't feel like having this conversation again because I mean this
No,
is all you talk about.
What are you talking about?
This is all
I'm trying to explain what you said was
You explain
incorrect.
it all the time. It's not incorrect. Your name is Keziah.
No,
At school, I can't call you John. I call you Keziah.
Okay, well, what I'm talking about, you just interrupted. What I'm talking about is the fact that you said, I just changed my mind. And you make it seem like it's just something that I'm just doing willy-nilly. Like it's from MTV, or like it's from some magazine. I mean, like you make it seem like it's just flimsy, willy-nilly in the air. Like I'm just trying new trends. I don't know. I mean, I think new trends, no, I mean, this isn't a trend. What I tell you is real. I mean, because I'm just telling you about me. The first time that I told you that I like girls, well, I did. To make it easier on you, I was like, yeah, when you said, what, you're bisexual, I just took that, because it made me feel a little bit easier, made me feel easier that maybe you would feel, or you would take it as a bit easier. That's why I said that. But I mean, at the time, I just knew that I really liked girls. I wasn't thinking or looking at boys at all. So yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, I like girls.
Okay,
And
so
you took it that I was bisexual. And then over time, I just kept talking about girls. I never fully said, well, I'm gay. I mean, I don't ever really remember fully just saying that to you plainly. Over time, I just talked about girls. And why? Because girls were only on my mind.
Sometime during that day.
But I mean, how you make it seem like it's just, you make it seem like it's just the most ridiculous whatever thing to you. And that's exactly what I pick up on.
No, I'm just really tired of this conversation. Goodness.
Well, I mean, you understand how much it hurts me when you say things like that, when you make it seem like it's just like
Honey,
whatever.
it is not my concern
Like it's just silliness
to
to
make
you.
sure you're.
What social media app are we using?
It is not my utmost concern to make sure that every single minute of the day you are right, and feeling this and feeling a certain way or whatever, because that's not what you think about me. You don't worry about my welfare and my well-being or whatever and how I feel about stuff. So long as you have the basics, long as you have what you need or whatever, I can't worry about every single thing you want every single moment of the day, because like I said, that stuff changes. This conversation has been on and on and on. I just got off a long shift. I'm tired. I've had a couple of hours nap in the last 2 days. This is not the conversation I really feel like having. I just want to listen to this trash right here on the radio so I can stay awake and not try to go into whatever else, you might be thinking about or whatever, because it's always the same stuff you're thinking about anyway.
I just corrected you. That's all I did. I corrected you. And
I
then
know,
from
but
that,
then it goes into this long conversation that could have ended way back there at that stoplight.
it started because I had to explain, no, it's not just the whole bisexual to
And once I
I'm
explained
gay
about,
thing.
and once I explained about you being Keziah all your life, and now this stuff recently coming out, you wanting to be John or whatever. Okay, that should have ended it. But no, you got to keep going back and back
because
and
you
back.
explained it wrong. You made it seem like I'm just picking and choosing things.
I'm
and
wrong.
then I had to
Let's move on.
Then I had to correct you.
Okay. Well, you
Because
corrected me.
because
Now
I know
let's move
you don't
on.
fully understand it.
Well, all right. Let's move on.
You make it seem like it's just ridiculousness, like it's just silly to you. But I mean, it is me.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I'm not.
But that's the last thing you need to be worried about right now. You need to be worried about not just school and stuff, but you need to worry about getting up. You need to worry about getting up in the mornings and stuff. Like you got on me talking about me, how long it takes me to get ready.
I'm not even trying to go into that argument. I'm not trying to go into that right now.
But that's where I'm at though. That's what I'm saying. We're on two different planes. I'm thinking about this stuff because this is what's important, and this is all you're thinking about.
But you're on an hour ago.
And you're on how many months ago? I decided to, or how many weeks
you brought
ago?
it back to how many months
I
ago?
decided to change my name to this.
Because you brought it back to like years ago.
But that is your only conversation. That is your only conversation these days. Everything goes back to I'm John, I'm this and that. Okay.
Because I am.
Man,
what do you mean?
That has nothing to do with why you can't like get up in the morning or whatever.
Of course it does. I mean, when you say, because I have to correct you, that's not me trying to start an argument. That is what it is.
And that's what it seems like every time.
You have to get with the program.
It's John. That's your program.
I don't either.
That's your program, though. That's not the program. That's your program.
Ran across this my big fat
Again, you make it seem like it's just like silliness.
That's your program.
Again, you just make it seem like it's silliness. Like
well,
it's just being
that's
made
your program,
up.
though, because there's no legal change nowhere. So just like I said, even with your voicemail. Your job won't even know that they're calling you because you got that message talking about John.
Again, you're talking about something else. That's nothing to do with
I'm explaining why this is your program. This is your program, Keziah. Nobody else has to go along with this. This is your program.
Well,
you don't have to go along with that. It's
well,
because
then I am going to lose your support over years. When I go away to college,
again,
I'm going to try to come back to you guys. I'm not saying years. I mean, when I'm in college, when I call. And when I'm saying,
feel that way by then,
you don't know.
You don't know.
What do you mean? I mean, you know what you're gonna do tomorrow, right? I mean,
that's tomorrow. That's not the future, though.
I mean, that's
the immediate future. That's not a year from now.
I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow and tomorrow after that. Well, as far as my transition, I'm not talking about college. I mean, I'm talking about as far as my transition. I mean, this transgender stuff
that might happen.
This
maybe
transgender
10 years
stuff
from now, maybe.
This transgender stuff. Well, surgery is not the only kind of transition.
Yeah.
I mean, but that comes with being educated properly about, transgender stuff, which, I mean, honestly, you've proven you're not. I mean, you think that it's just a bunch of stupid trends that I'm following. Like, if girls want to color their hair pink, then that's what I want to do. It's not any stupid trend like that.
Right.
It's just me. I mean, it's not just something I'm doing,
That's just what it seems like. So, like I said, you just...
Well, then that's why I try to explain it.
All the time and stuff,
it's not all the time. It's not like it's not every other day. I told you I like girls like the beginning of 9th grade, and then after a while you realize, okay, well my kid, they're actually just gay. That's what you eventually started to pick up on. I mean, so then from like
and that took time.
2 years.
That took years, right? But you keep expecting everybody to jump on this John bandwagon like that. It doesn't happen like that, honey. It doesn't.
Why not?
But you want everybody to be like this, and no. At school, you're still Keziah. At home, yes. To me, you're still Keziah. I try to think John every once in a while, but I'm telling you, that's not what's on my mind. I'm thinking Keziah needs to be doing this. Keziah needs to be doing that. I'm not thinking, oh wait, what does she want me to call her again, John? No, I'm not thinking that. I'm really not.
Well, again, that's why I correct you, so you can start to, I don't know. It's kind of like. I guess like if a kid does something wrong, like a 4-year-old, they get their hand popped.
But that's the thing. That's another thing you need to understand. I'm not your kid. I'm your mother.
I'm your
mother. So
wait, you're yelling for no reason.
Every time you turn around,
this is what I'm talking about.
It feels like you again being disrespectful. And
I'm not. That's not disrespect. That's not disrespect, Mom. Disrespect is me telling you to shut up. Disrespect is me hitting you for crying out loud. That's not disrespect. That's not disrespect. If anything, I'm asking you to respect me a little bit more. Because when you say the other name, it degrades me. It puts me a step back. That's not helping me gain any further in recognizing John as my name anymore.
I don't know I don't know how that's gonna happen anyway. Again, that is not your legal name.
That doesn't
in public and everywhere else. I still have to call you Keziah. So then you turn around and you're giving me looks like
you don't have to, but Keziah.
You do. Yeah, you're Keziah. You're not John. You're Keziah.
You don't have to, but you do. I mean, you told me.
No, I don't have to.
You told me before those are your conditions. You said in public you're gonna do that. I don't happen to like that. It does hurt, but I mean, I put it aside and I have to roll with the punches.
Because that's the way it is.
I have to roll with the punches when you do that. When you willingly decide to put your own conditions ahead of mine, when you willingly decide to do things your way.
It's not me willingly. The school has your name on file, not as John Williams.
I'm not talking about
school.
school.
It's Keziah Alina Smalls.
I'm not talking about school.
Okay.
I'm talking about decently at home. Or out in public.
Again, that's right. You grew up Keziah, so why would I all of a sudden just switch over and start calling you John, though?
I'm saying out in public too. You willingly, you told me.
That's right. I told you that.
I'm not talking about at school though. I'm talking about anywhere. If we're at Food Line.
That's right. Why would I call you John when everywhere on your person says Keziah? Okay? So if a cop pulls you over, if a police officer pulls you over, you expect me to be like, oh, officer, this is John. He's gonna be looking like, what? Really? What if the ID says that this is a girl and that her name is Keziah Smalls? Who is this John person you're talking about? Does this person have some sort of schizophrenia or multiple personality disorder? Like, what is going on? What are you talking about? Is this person still John's car? Like, who is John? You know,
I'm talking about something as simple as like at Food Line.
Yeah.
At Food Line, if you're up to the person and they're like, oh, well, you know, you have great kids, yeah, and you point to little Madison and you say, well, she's in pink, so yeah, it's like a big societal indicator, girl, because that's just how society seems to work. And then you look at me, you point at Madison.
That's right, she is Keziah.
Well, I don't know if
that
you
is
would say
the name that is still on your birth certificate.
Well, you wouldn't say all that.
I cannot prove that you are John. I cannot prove that you are John. I'm not yelling.
Yeah. Well, you get into yelling times.
Again, I know because every time when I say what I need to say, when I answer, it's yelling.
No,
I know.
you are.
Again,
you were though. You were. You're
I'm
like
not,
quiet. You are.
No, I was not just doing that. I raised my voice because again, you still talking. You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything unless I raise my voice.
I have ears. I hear you.
No,
I mean, just like I hear you right now.
Okay.
You hear me right now because you have
But you didn't hear me just a while back when I said I don't feel like still having this conversation. We're still having this conversation.
I'm saying I told you just needs to get better with it, okay? Over time. So when I say Mom, it's John, after you say the other name, that's all it is. It's not any form of disrespect. It's really not. You know, I know it's new. I know you need some time to get with it. That's why I have to correct you. But then just willingly tossing out and be like, oh, whatever, it's done. It's ridiculous. Well, no, that doesn't work. That's not going to cut it. That shows me. And that shows me. Well, of course, because you're my mom. You're my family. You're supposed to give me support, okay?
I don't have to call you John to support you.
When I come back from college,
I still make sure you have what you need. I don't have to call you John to support you. I don't. Your aunts and them are not going to call you John to support you. Nor will your grandparents or anybody else. I don't have to call you John to support you. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing by law, I am supporting you. So this is all, again, your definitions, you know, of actual support versus your psychological or emotional needs or whatever is not what the law says or whatever. So, you know, keep that in mind. I'm doing what I have to do.
I'm just saying, in college, you know, if I call you a few times on the phone, or even if I come back home for a visit for Thanksgiving or whatever, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, once I started changing, or I sound a bit different, I look a bit different, you know, I'm a bit further in my I'm just saying, if I show up on your doorstep, you're still calling me Keziah, I mean, and you're still like saying she, you know, and
until your name is legally changed, it is my right to still call you Keziah. Until your name is legally changed, and until you have the money to make that happen, I can still call you Keziah. I mean, that is your name.
But that's your name. That's you setting your own conditions. You're like, well, I still can, and I still choose to. I mean, again, you're setting your conditions for something that's beyond your control. It's not that I still choose to. That is your name. But you just said I can still call. It's still within my rights. You said I can.
Yeah, because that is the name that is on your ID. That is the name, your legal name.
If I call you Marty, you're not going to answer that, right?
Why would I?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I never identified myself as Marty.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why would I?
Identify as John, okay? So
but what you identify as is not who you are.
But I mean, you just said, well, I don't identify as Marty.
Why would I? I don't have those issues. I don't identify myself as anybody other than who I am. So why would I call myself Marty and expect you to call me that? I don't expect you to call me anything other than who I am. Even just the title mom, whatever.
You said issues. I mean,
yeah,
because
I don't have those issues. I don't have identity issues. You do. I don't have identity issues. I don't have gender issues. You do. So
well, this is why
the name that is on
it's
your
such a problem, because
the name
I'm misgendered constantly. I'm called she, her. I mean, it gets to you. This is dysphoria. Okay.
I know
this
you're
is
always
why.
coming up with. You're always reading up on different stuff and giving yourself different diagnoses. You know, this like hypochondriac written all over
It's real.
it. You know,
It's real.
That's just hypochondriac
dysphoria.
written all over it.
What? Dysphoria is very real for trans men.
Okay.
That's why we have to do things while we do. You know, that's why we identify better with male pronouns in society, and that's why we have to do other things. You know,
if you really identified as a male, you would act more like a male. First of all, men do things like, you know, try to be courteous to women, holding doors, doing things like that. You don't do anything like that.
About? I come
if
home.
you identify.
Well,
like,
okay.
You don't even like.
I mean, I don't want to get into what's a man, what's not a man with you, because number one,
Yeah.
I come home and I have to clean up and put up those dishes that number one, that man that's sitting right across from me hasn't done. So if you want to tell me that that's what being a man is, doing things for his woman, doing things courteous, generous, well then guess what? Your man is sitting there playing video games.
Yes, and
I'm the one who has to come
that same
home.
man will open the door, and that same man will take that baby in there and give her a bath and feed her and do things like that. That same man will rub my feet if I ask him to, or need him to, or massage me or whatever. I know. Yeah, of course. You don't want to see that stuff because you don't see that stuff.
I'm saying.
Anyway, I don't know why you always try to compare yourself by your definition of, you know,
what do you mean?
By what
you
you're
just
looking
said.
at him or whatever. Yeah, I said for somebody who tries to act like a man or somebody who wants to be a man, you don't act like what's a man is.
Someone who plays video games for hours and hours. Is that a man?
Yeah,
someone only has one job and relies on his woman to mostly work and stress herself.
Some men do that, but
well then fine. If some men are different, then fine. Let me be a different man, Mom.
All men are different.
Let me be a different man, Mom. Not all men have to have a scruffy beard. Not all men have to have an 8-inch penis. You know, things don't make a man. Okay, no one else can define me as a man.
Character makes a man.
Well, then I have my own character.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you trying to act
like a man,
judge
me off of my character?
Why don't you look at the best characteristics of a man?
Well,
men don't run shrieking away from little wasps and stuff or bees that go flying by.
Well,
not a real man, anyway.
She's pointing out something. She's trying to make a dysphoria.
What? What was that? What?
I didn't cuss.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just what I thought.
I didn't cuss. If that's what you're trying to say. I mean, it's not
like I wanted to know what smart thing you had to say.
It's not like I said you have stinky toes or anything like that. I mean, it's not like it was any insult.
Then why can't you say it?
Well, I said you're trying to make me dysphoric. You're trying to point out little things that aren't as manly.
You make yourself.
No, I mean you are. You're trying to say I'm not as manly. You're trying to basically trying to tell me to man up more.
You make yourself what you are, huh?
What do you mean?
I don't make you anything. You make yourself who you are.
But you're pointing out little flaws. You're saying, well, this isn't much like a man. You're obviously not transgender because you don't do this and you're not like this, so you're not much of a man. That's what you're doing.
I've known lots of transgenders too.
That's what you're
doing. I know everybody acts differently or whatever too, but you know, for those who truly want to be men or think that they're men, they normally act like guys. You know, you still have a lot of feminine qualities about you. From and maybe not the way you walk or whatever, but like I said, just all sorts of things, the little things,
Well, again, those are internal things that I've realized, and I mean, I know I have to work on, but I also know that over time it'll get better and it'll evolve. I mean, I know, but this is a part of my transition.
When you also want to identify with
this is part of my transition.
And you also happen to be a black man.
But these are things that I have to deal with through my transition.
After what you just dealt with the cop down here the other day at your school, you're like, that's something I gotta think about.
Again, you're talking about something else. You transition from topic to topic. I mean, again, you're talking about something else. All I'm trying to say is I need you to work on this, okay? I need you to just correct yourself a little bit more. Maybe have it pop in your head a little bit more.
I need you to work on following and doing what you need to be doing for school. That's what I need you, and
I
think
am.
about this stuff less.
No one can tell me how to do that. I'm responsible for what
Really?
happens in school.
Have you?
I've been
I know
working
that.
hard.
Oh, I
I've
know
been
that.
working hard.
So, have you talked to your teacher about your English grade and stuff? Have you gotten in touch with that math teacher about the last grade? What happened with the final grade?
That mess doesn't matter.
Are
But
you
that's
getting
something that
yourself
I
up in the
define.
morning? You're a senior now. I still have to
I'm
come
not
wake
doing
you up
that.
in the morning. Yeah, those are things you need
Not
to be
really.
trying. Yeah, I still did. I got home this morning.
Again,
you were
we're talking
still
about
passed
something.
out.
We're talking
No.
about something. You're trying to talk about something else. What I'm saying is,
I'm saying that
you need to just
you
get
talk about
correct-
things I need to work on.
you
There are
need to
things
get
you need
better
to work on.
with correcting yourself with John. I mean, I'm
I'm
saying
not gonna
after
I'm not
after
gonna worry
you
about
say
that.
after you say
I'm not gonna worry
after
about
you
that.
say because I mean. Sometimes you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, John." I mean, I like more of that. Okay, it just needs to happen more. Because when I go off to
Again,
college,
I'm not worried about every single thing Keziah wants or John wants, whatever. Because it ain't like you worry about what I want. So
Yeah,
why do I have to worry about
but
every single thing you want?
I'm saying when I go off to college, I'm saying I don't want
if
to.
you're trying to say
I don't want
that
to physically
you're
be
gonna
gone.
if you're trying to threaten like to leave, our lives and never come
No.
back because you don't feel support, do
Well,
what you
again,
gonna do,
that's
honey.
you.
Do
Again, that's
what
you.
you gonna do.
Okay. Well, again, this is you interrupting, and you're putting your own ideas, and then you get mad about those ideas. I didn't say that. I didn't
but
say
you've thrown that
those
out.
words.
You've thrown that out before, though.
No, but even
But
then,
if
that's
I don't
not
feel
what I
the
meant.
support, and if I don't come back around or whatever, then okay. I mean,
Okay,
you can make your own
That's
mind
not
up
it.
and
That's
do
not
that
even
stuff.
what I meant.
That
That's
don't
not
really
what I
matter
meant
to
at the
me.
time.
Do
And
whatever
just
you
like
gonna
right
do.
now, what I'm trying to say is when I leave for college, and I'm just saying I don't want to physically leave you guys behind, and then it's like, I come back and it's all stiff and it's awkward with you guys because I've lost you guys over time, and you're showing me you just really don't want to have anything to do with me. Because either, emotionally I'll be different, or physically I'll be different. I'll just be
Honey,
different.
nobody
You know what
wants
I'm
much
saying?
to do with you right now because of the way you act.
I'm just saying, and because when you say, well, all this mess you're trying and all this other crap like this,
And it has nothing to do with just John stuff. It has to do with your attitude towards everybody.
Okay,
You
we've
constantly
talked about
judging
it.
everybody and all that stuff. That's what people can't stand about you right now.
Well, you were just
That's why
judging me
nobody
right
wants
then.
to be around
You were just
you.
judging me right
Yeah,
then.
you judge us, honey. You judge us. So I'm supposed to be the big person all the time and ignore, how you act, how you behave towards everybody, how you
What I'm
always
trying to
judge
say
your
is
mark
I would
and
just,
you judge,
I would just
you
not
judge
like,
everybody.
I would just not like to lose you. When I'm in college. This is why, I need to know
I don't know
now.
why you worried about college. You need to be worried about now. You would not like to lose me while you're in college? How about not losing me now?
Well, I've already lost you, a good chunk of you, but I'm saying
Then why
that
would
I
you
don't
care
want,
about college then?
because you're still my family. And forgive me
Really?
if I still happen
But
to give a crap.
But that doesn't matter to you. That doesn't matter to you, though.
Forgive me if I still happen to care about a little
You
bit. But I'm
obviously
just
don't.
saying, when I'm in college, I don't want to.
Your attitude says you
I
obviously
just don't want to lose you guys through this. Like, even more so, where you guys want
You
to
need
just,
go ahead.
where you guys just want to abandon me or pretend like I don't exist or something. Where you guys start like abandoning me and stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, hun, that would only be the product of what's been going on between